Hey guys, I want to talk for a minute about exposing your prospects who are long distance. People ask me all the time, what do I do for my friend who is in another city, in another state, maybe even in another country? We are a global idea after all. And the way we're going to do that is exactly like what we've done for all of your local people. There is just one exception, or one difference. You are not physically going to be in the room. Here's the first principle I need you to understand. Write this down. The only time my prospect will ever learn of vacation sooner is when they hear it come out of my mouth. The only time my prospect will ever learn of vacation sooner is when they hear it come out of my mouth. What does that mean? It means they're not going to learn about it through a text. They're not going to learn about it through a Facebook message. They're not going to learn about it through an email. They're not going to learn about it through a tweet, through an Instagram, through a Pinterest post. The only way they're going to learn about it is when it comes out of your mouth. Because we're never going to text our friend and say, watch this video with the link. We're never going to put it on Facebook. We're never going to email it. We're going to set up the appointment with them exactly like we did with someone we were going to sit with physically. And then we're going to talk to them over the phone and tell them to go to vacationsooner.com. Everything is the same. The only difference is in the two-step text, we're not going to say, could you do coffee this week? We're going to say something like, when could you be in front of your computer? When could you be in front of your computer? That's the text. They'll come back and say, I don't know, this afternoon. Why? Cool, I'll call you at 3 o'clock. That's the two steps. When could you be in front of your computer? I'll call you at. And so we make an actual appointment to call them. When we call them, it's going to be exactly the same as it was if we were in the coffee shop. We're going to do the three-step setup, and then we're going to say the words. Open your web browser and type this in, www.vacationsooner.com. And we're going to simply direct them to the video over the phone. A couple little tips. When you're directing them to the video, people make a couple of mistakes. Number one, people don't know how to use the internet. I know that sounds crazy, but they think that the Google search bar is the URL bar. They're not the same. So oftentimes, they will actually bring up a set of search results instead of having gone to vacationsooner.com. The way to avoid this problem, and another one I'm about to talk about, is to insert the phrase, what do you see, into your conversation. So let's say that you're my friend. I've sent you a text. Hey man, when could you be in front of your computer? This afternoon after 4. Cool, I'm going to call you at 4:30. 4:30's on the phone. I call you. Hey Joe, Scott, hey, you in front of your computer? Yeah. Cool, open your web browser. I got something you need to see. And then you're going to dive into your three-step setup. At the end of the three-step setup, you're going to say, so type this in, www.vacationsooner.com. You got that? Yes. What do you see? If they tell you they see anything but a piggy bank, they're in the wrong spot, and you can help redirect them to type in to the URL bar to get to vacationsooner.com. When they're there, you're going to then say something like this. Hey man, this is a big deal like I just said. I need you to make sure the dog's out of the room, the wife's out of the room, the kids are out of the room. Give this 15 minutes of undivided attention. Can you do that? Yes. Cool. I'm going to hang here on the line while you watch this, and I got to tell you what's happening when you're done. Then you just tell them, push play. And I would just sit there on the phone. You can put your phone on speaker, set it down, drink a cup of coffee. It's exactly the same as if you were physically in the room with them. The only difference is they're long distance. After that, you're going to ask them to get started in the same way you'll ask somebody to get started if they're physically sitting there. And we're going to cover that in a video here right below. So, recap. You send them a two-step text just like you would to your friend local. But instead of could you do coffee or could you grab a beer, it's when can you be in front of your computer? And then step 2, confirm the time you're going to call them. You never send out the link to the video. You only tell it to them verbally when you have them on the phone in front of their computer. Make sure to ask them, what do you see, to confirm they're in the right spot. Do your three-step setup and sit there on the phone with them while they watch the video so you can ask them to get started as soon as it's done. Guys, you do that and it's going to help you with your long-distance sponsoring.